which was tough. Emptying out the filters, doing a little bit on the walls here, the hill here. But hopefully, can you hear the sound of the crickets? "15th of April and crickets, wonderful." I'm wondering whether there's any frogs here. Don't think so. Hopefully there'll be some later. We trimmed that. Tomorrow taking all the bits to the tip. You can hear the crickets singing. Don't suppose you'll be able to see them at this spot up there, basking in the sun. Probably waiting to better kill something. Oh, I thought I just heard a tree frog. My shadow grows across the water, I always startle them. They're so small, but they make such a noise. Finally managed to see one. There's 3 of them. They're very difficult to film on this camera. Today's trip out is to collect a whole load of box plants that Steve dug up, or helped dig up today, and we've come to this rather splendid property. That's us loaded up, so now back home again. So it's sounding a lot better now. As they say, a tappy tappet is a happy tappet. And Steve is just cleaning his Mahari ready for its control technique next week. And we will also be taking this Mahari for its control technique at the same time. It's been raining again, maybe 2-3 hours. As you can see, the sun's out now. And there's a rainbow, and maybe this is the end of it. So I will go and check on the Dian and see how it fared. Not as much as I thought. Maybe when it's leaning this way, it doesn't leak as badly. Nothing in that side. I don't think there's anything in that side either. I wonder if that's to do with the extra tape we put above the lower windscreen rubber. It's about 11:30 at night. There's the moon. Can you hear the birds singing? There's one frog croaking, but I don't know what the bird is. Plant. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We come to plant the box hedges. I don't know whether the camera will pick up the steam rising off the lake. That's where we're putting them as a hedge around what will be allotments. Evitez le pelle. We're making progress. Non, Madame le Chef.
Madame le Chef, oh non.
C'est le creux dans la main, voilà.
While the digger is out, Steve's scraping a fire pit out of the hillside. A little bit slower than most of my usual means of transport. I'm going out for a cycle ride for the first time in absolutely ages. Let's see how my legs cope with it. Can't beat the sound of crickets, even when accompanied by the puffing of an out of condition cyclist. I just stopped to listen to the crickets. It's such a wonderful sound of summer, isn't it? I rarely film myself, so I thought I'd make an exception and have a go at doing it while I'm cycling. And I've just realised that means I can't change gear. That looks like something from a grotto. And there were little frogs jumping when I stopped I don't know what it is, but it sounds like a quarry. There's even more sounds of a quarry now. There have been a couple of big heavy lorries past, so I'm assuming it is a quarry. Yep, it's a quarry, all right. I'm sure you can still hear the sounds of the quarry. I am a sucker for the sound of crickets. Farmers here are collecting in their first batch of hay. Still, I can't say it's very early because they were doing it all over France last week. They've driven past here, haven't they? There's the windmill. Right next door to the church, which seems unusual, but they both dominate the surrounding countryside. I have no idea really where I am, but I'm navigating by sat-nav, so hopefully it will take me home. This is a lovely quiet valley. The only place I've seen appears to be a scrapyard for old earth-moving equipment. But apart from that, there's almost no one lives in this valley by the look of it. Glad those Alsatians were behind a gate. As the local saying goes, every single road junction seems to have a sign to Bourg Devisa. This one's doing even better. It's got two signs to Bourg Devisa pointing different directions. So I'll take the other one. And this is another seemingly deserted valley. I've seen Toufai on the signpost, so I know I am actually pointing in the right direction now. I think I know where I'm going to come out. We'll have to wait and see. That's unusual. Everywhere's so dry at the moment. Looks like another spring with what is it? Minerals brought down with it? Anyway, interesting, isn't it? Not what I expected to see, because everywhere else we haven't had much rain. Most of the other ditches are virtually dry. In fact, it's just about all downhill from here. That's the computer trying to go back to where it started to record, which was a long way away from my start point. Oh, my front lawn's been cut. I'm walking down the runway. Can you hear the frogs? That sound is frogs in this pond. I've been waiting 15 minutes for the frogs to start again, but they haven't. So I'll try and come back later and hopefully start it again.